Alright guys, here we go. The new carburetor for the Snapper came in, and this is the kit we picked up. I've never used this product before. It's the rod shop. There's our part number. It's if you guys can see it, there we go. I could not find the exact. Granted, this thing's like 21 years old, so I could not find the exact carburetor of this style. I've ran into this problem before from messing around with like old units. So this is the new one, and so it's got this different style adjustment instead of just having the little yellow one. It's single, you can just move it back and forth a little bit. This one actually has both adjustments on it, and to get it cheaper, this one was I think $15.99, and took just a couple days to get it. Come with a couple gaskets, and unfortunately neither one of them is like this one, so I'm stuck using the old one, so I'm hoping it holds up. And this carburetor was listed for a variety of different items, anywhere from gas trimmers to pole saws and a couple odds and ends, and multiple different makes. So this carburetor fits a couple other odds and ends. Unfortunately, it's this one I think takes a 12-point adjustment tool. And mine is over at my dad's. So once we get this installed, I got one that's really close to fit. It's not a 12, but it's enough to where it feels like it's good enough to turn the adjustments if we need to. And everything looks close enough to where we can make it work. It is a 32cc, and it is according to them, it's the correct part number. This one, the original one, is a WT618. This one I believe was a WT628, but they're both 32cc, and this apparently is just, like I was saying, the upgraded version of it. So I'll get this installed, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully this is all it needs, and we'll have it going. And so, alright, I'll get it put back together. I'd show you the carburetor install, but we went over that on part 2, and I don't want to hold you guys up with that. So hopefully this is all it needs. So I'll get this installed, and then we'll be able to see if it'll fire up. Alright, here we go. It's new carbs on it, and got some messages from is that Daryl Pickering 8433. We was talking about it, and this made me, we was both thinking Ryobi. It was real similar to the Ryobis, but I actually found online that it's made by I think the correct way to pronounce it is Poulan. I used to always call them Poulans. That's what I've always heard, was the Poulan chainsaws. But I had somebody correct me one time. I believe it's called Poulan. But so I don't know. That still might not be right. But according to the Google machine, that's Snapper. It's a Poulan thing. But so we got fuel in it. I'll leave it on choke. I'm afraid to prime it. I'm afraid I'll flood it out. But let's see what we get. Still nothing. I tell you though, I'm thinking I might have that cord pinched, or the fuel line. Yeah, you can see there. See how long it's taking that primer to come back up? Guarantee I pinched the fuel line on this thing. Let's see if we can tell. No, everything's buried underneath the other side, but it's a brand new primer, but I about guarantee I pinched that line. Well, I'm kind of curious if it'll run. So I don't recommend using starting fluid. Let's try this. No, No, ain't nothing to do with pressure. I do not like using starter fluid on this small engine stuff. It's hard on them, you know, because I got to have that oil for lubrication. Let's just see if it hits. Well, there you go, folks. Winter chicken dinner. So is the carb, but I'll definitely check this primer out because I can guarantee you, I pinched that line up in there for the primer, and that's exactly because it's a brand new primer, and I guarantee it's either pinched or it's kinked. And so once that's whichever one it is, I'd pop it off real quick, but the tools are down in the basement. But I guarantee it's pinched or it's kinked, and it's not letting the primer pop back out like it should. So with that, well, I'll go get the tool. We'll find out together. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, let's have a little looky look, see what we come up with. I guess it's kinked. It's kind of odd because it didn't do it before. But hey, happens to the best of us. Yep, right there. See if I can get you guys in there. It is most definitely kinked. I don't know if I can get you in there where you can see it or not, but I'll try. But it is kinked. What I have to do is probably shorten the line up a little bit, get the kink out of it. Let's see. It's not enough light, but I can't tell if you guys are, if it's picking it up for you guys or not. Let me see here. Try getting a little light down in there if I can. But if you can see it, it's right coming right off the primer right there at the bottom. It is definitely kinked. So what we got to do is just pop it all back loose. Apparently I got the line too long, so shorten the line up just a hair, just to get that kink out of there, and it should be good to go. But hey, it runs, man. Can't beat it. Runs good. The head was spinning. It's a nice straight shaft. This thing is actually in good shape, so I got lucky. Put the new carb on it. Took a little bit of adjustment. You got, but this one, the old one, you guys seen in the video, it just has the one screw that you adjust. This one has a high and low. So all I done was adjusted the low a little bit. Took it, I think, out just a hair, and it smoothed out. The high, I didn't touch the high at all. So, and this one, if you're looking at it this way, if this is the top, if you have to do the carb swap, the one on the right is the low, the one on the left is the high. And that easy. I think it was asked my wife. I think she said she thought it was $16.99. That was for the carb and 2 gaskets. Of course, the one gasket that goes against the carb in this back plate, it fit. The other gasket was a different style, and which kind of sucks, is most of the carb kits I get come with everything you need. Carburetor, comes with the fuel lines, fuel filter, carburetor, air filter, spark plug, you know, full maintenance kit. But this one was the only one I could find that looked right, and it was $16.99 just for the carb and the 2 gaskets. But I won't hold you guys up. So that's what it is, Snapper S31SST. Apparently they're made by Poulan. But thanks for watching, guys. I think we got lucky on this one. But it is a nice trimmer. I mean, the head and everything works. I was thinking about popping the head. If you guys need to do maintenance on the head, these should be pretty easy to do. It's your main screw. That should be the main screw that holds it to the shaft. Then you take these ones out right here, and the head will separate, and you can lubricate it. But I'll let you go with that. I think we got lucky. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. New subscribers. And we've got another one coming up. One of them we got to work on that is a familiar one. It was that Husqvarna or whatever it was. Man, that thing is screwing up again. And the 2 Hyper Tough trimmers. So, but yeah, I like it. It's a pretty good little trimmer. And I'll get that line fixed and let my son use it. But his name's Daryl Pickering, 8433. Man, thanks for the advice. I appreciate it. I always love getting comments from you guys. Trust me, I don't know it all, and I don't claim to know it all. I just try to help people out. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you the next one.